comfy. I'm gonna try to get as comfortable as possible. Back into this, trying to re-engage myself with pixels. And this is going to be, well, let me get set up first. Well, now that you can see a little better. This, I'm just making bookmarks. It's a really excellent craft for creative block or just to have a little thing to make. And I didn't put much process or thought process into it. It's just a pen and one layer of just like some old watercolor that was left over on the tin. But it's quite nice, so gave this one to Snap up, and I'm gonna make another one, maybe hills or something, and cut some more paper for that. However, I keep getting sidetracked because I too much too many directions, I think is it. So the inspiration for the pixel art I'm going to try to make, I haven't made any in a while. However, this was such a good thing for winter. It was so cold out here, and I really used that time. I tried to use that time as productively as possible, and I'm telling you, like, my fingers were even too cold for jewelry making. So pixels were perfect, sitting next to a warm computer. And KYNTO is isometric. So I'm thinking of using Polly Pockets and this kind of setup, modular architecture, if you will. No. Modular Polly Pocket architecture. This one's a mermaid. So I grabbed these, they were on sale, and I could always pass them off along to someone, just for a little thing to keep in front of me, because I try to do the screen route. However, I really have to minimize distractions, and it's not going very well. Because I just start too many projects, but not finishing them. Too many. And regardless if I do them simple, and it would take 2 seconds, just keep piling them onto each other. I do have KYNTO up. Let me make sure the volume is up. And the room is, shoot, what was it called again? Minefield. So if you go into KYNTO, I could try to figure out how to put a link. Let me see. Maybe Snap or code block will be. So KYNTOparty.com, and a few things I want to do is make like the few little ideas I have, and I use that as like a means to get back used to this, because it's just, I don't know, I tried to get a few pieces started on stream, and it was horrifically awkward, and not awkward like on stream, but like awkward, yeah, I have quite a few things that I did manage. There's something about this tree that I really like. I want to try to make more, but maybe a more like natural looking. Oh, hello, Order. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Rage quit. I keep forgetting to play hardcore for some reason, because it's so, how do you say, like, automatic at this point, because I usually just have to hit the controller button, and then X, and then you just sit down and sit for a second, and, meaning to, shoot, let me just see right there. Yeah, I just wanted to see really quick because I keep forgetting to look. Wasn't, oh, maybe, I thought the battle pass was 1100, or am I wrong? Oh, there's only 7 days left. Well, I wanted to see anyway. I couldn't figure out how to see how much coinage. I really wish they didn't go with, I get it's COD points, but it's so awkward, like, how do you tell how much coinage you have? I've been purposely, like, trying to if you could get battle pass with just the coins that you could get alone. I don't think you can. I can't help it. I really want, can you even get her still? Can you get the Tomb Raider one, or am I just really late on that? Because I would like to, just forget about it if I can, because that's like childhood complete right there. It's so sweet. I just can't get over it. I don't mind the characters, like, I know that's like a point of contention in comment sections at least. However, seeing Tomb Raider walk around, it's just like, I love it. It's a joy. Especially when people equip 2 guns at once. It's very nice. Okay, so I have a few directions. I'm trying to get way more efficient of a workflow because I am like doing so many random little things. So it's kind of been hard to keep track and motivated at the same time. And so this is my pixel art bag. I found some really interesting books. I keep meaning to show these. So this one is Isometric Drawing. What is that? Leave me a message. Code lock. Okay. Can you? Wow, this is the old, like my older phone. It's a Pixel 2, so it's quite old. Totally different typing on it. It's amazing how quick you become like mechanically used to something new. Yeah. So KYNTO. The room is called Minefield, but I wanted to see. And the reason, and this is a small room, you can make huge ones. My personal favorite room that I created thus far is Pixel Paradise. And as you can see, it's isometric. Maybe I should flip my phone so you can actually see it. Later, the stream is going to be through KYNTO to further demonstrate it, because anyone can join it. Okay. So, here she goes. This is a very old phone. So, hello Senator USMC. This very old phone, so it's gonna be very glitchy. But this is Code Lock's passion project, and he's the sole programmer. And I think it's perfect timing. Any pixel art that I make, like that little lamp. Oh, there's the tree! I got all an A sprite. I'm very much a beginner. Amateur, I guess. And it's gonna be really slow because of this, but you can build your own rooms. You can share your camera, so there's a bunch of different ways to chat with each other also. And soon you'll be able to stream like to YouTube. And the KYNTO streams are sweet because you could be in the background or in a chat bubble, bunch of different modes, if you will. And The other, oh, I just had it. Darn it. I just love this room so much. And one of my favorite parts, oh yeah, the crystals have sounds. I made the crystals, and Code Lock made them functional. And then there's Commodania, the mother of all cows. Oops, shoot. So as you saw there, that popped up the human test tubes. I made these, so this phone is very, kind of the worst example. However, it's golden because it's still works. And that's a very old phone, so maybe it's a good example. Humans have aunties sometimes. I've never noticed that. I love the funny things, like I've just never noticed that. I love running into things like that. So it says they have no clue what you do, so you gotta write stuff with the tiles, and those are tiles. So you lay the tiles down first, and then you could place your objects on top. And you can see inside, I took one of the avatars, and I took one of the avatars and put it in a test tube. So this room, the folklore goes, they're essentially powering their own world without realizing it. And I made this Commodania. I really do want to make all everything I possibly can. I never know where to start, and it makes it so I never end up making anything. But, and you can pick up apples, and oh, I did that ghost too. I love it. It's very, how do you say, eclectic. I love it so much, because it's just having difficulty finding the words, so I'll just show. Ooh, it's gonna be very slow, but worth it. Oh shoot, I have a little UFO over here. Let me just zoom out. Yeah! And also did some jets. So if you have any objects that you want, badges, absolutely. That's, how did you know? Oh god, yeah. I need badge ideas because that is too limitless. I know, I think I might just be being a prude. I long for pixel partners so much. It's so fun to make, and I don't really know what I'm doing. So any art advice is like gold. Really is. It always is, but especially now. Really trying to pay attention to colors. Like, making palettes has become somewhat of an addiction. And let's go to a different room. I made another one. I'll show you the first one I've ever made. Is it Dungeon? I thought it was called Spooky Dungeon. And see, these are all rooms. And one man made Italy, which is one I love so much. This is a whole new art form to me. Because I come from the world, again, of arts and crafts. Like, I salvaged copper jewelry and paintings. And not the best ones, but, you know, so it's a whole nother medium, literally a whole nother world. And every month that goes by, it's totally different because, again, like, Code Lock is this old programmer and it's this passion project, so it's changing as much as we all have new ideas. So if you have any ideas also, feel free to. It literally is living. And I know it might be excessive sounding to people who might be more experienced in the realm of gaming. However, I'm obsessed with it. I think it's really, just based on like individuality alone, because you could type or share your screen or share your camera, as well as share your screen like itself, so you can show your computer screen sharing. A whole other world, but it's literally Italy. Oops. I forgot, but yeah, old phone. actually have the iPad right here. That would make more sense, probably. So I'm gonna put this down a little bit because my arm was. Okay, real quick, while you're over here, this is the book, and this was on Amazon, I believe. It might have been eBay, but why isn't it? Yeah, isometric drawing, a treatise on. I never know how to pronounce that because I never have to say it out loud. That's what changes with KYNTO, though, because I think, okay, I'm a hermit, a little bit of a hermit, and, you know, I still like, you know, go to the ocean frequently, but, in any nature spot, but, like, genuinely a hermit, shy as shit in person. Anyway, KYNTO, like, it's gonna be nice to be able to actually have, like, discussion groups. Because I try to join a bunch of chats, and it'll be for various things. It's brown recluses to hermetic discussions, but things get just too lost too quick, which that's going to happen with anything, but at least you can hear people's voices, or see their faces, or see their screens. It's not just text. And isn't this great? Isometric is like, because you'll notice this perspective also in manuals, like probably even IKEA and architectural, because you can see all sides. Like, I mean, yeah, I should just look up the actual definition so I cannot continue sounding like an idiot. But this is the one I'm most impressed by. Isometric perspective, the baby blocks to dimensional design in quilts. Katie Pasquini, Masso Pust. Her quilts, this is fabric. Like, that's really nice, right? But when you get to, like, what? So I really want to make something. I wish I could, like, even, like, recreate this exact thing, so, like, give an ode to the artist, and then you would be able to walk around on it with your avatar. But I really want to make some blocks and tiles inspired by these quilts for KYNTO, because it doesn't have to be, like, real life, or reminiscent of real life, or it could be totally, like, random objects. But, see what I mean? It's limitless, and I always have the hardest time with limits. And I'm so excited for pixels because there are so many limitations. Now, when I make pixel art for future Pico 8 projects, I say that for future Pico 8, and Pico 8 is a fantasy console, if you will. I think that's how I saw it described. And the games are saved on image documents. And it's made to replicate, if you will, like, older, how do you say, like, pixel art consoles, darn it, those, like, Codeblock's really the, what is it, like, SNES? What is before SNES? SNES, and oh my god, SNES, SNES, fantastic color palette. That's what I was gonna get to after that with limitations, because I was excited about the limitations, however, quickly realized that there actually are no limitations, because it's just art. There are no limitations regardless of the medium. And I decided to stick to palettes. However, everything was just looking very muddy, and the palettes are the fun thing to make. So I will just read from this book, and I'll show these again because I've scoured the internet for pixel art books, and I'm always looking for more, especially on anything that gives insights on how to create it. And because there's beautiful, like, art books. And oh, what is it called? There's this one. is really impressive. Like, to anyone would it be just astounded. Same thing if you look up pixel art, all ships, pixel art. All ships is the art site, and there's an article on pixel art, and it just showcases like, it has a few like of the greatest. What happened? Oh. Book notes. It's been a minute. His pixels. Trying to find the low spec is good for palettes on that subject. Well, I guess it makes no sense to try to do the palettes now. Gonna be doing the KYNTO art stream later, probably around evening. I don't know, maybe around 8 or 9. I'd probably say around then. And I love it because it's a stream just like this sometimes, and the characters are just walking around. You don't see the tiles or anything, you just see the it's so sweet visually. I love it. And I got really caught up in the last few weeks outside and with the copper stuff that it's been a minute since I've oh, it's so good though. It's Pixel something. Ultimate Pixel Crew, is that it? I think so. So I should probably keep this open because their art is just astounding, and it's pixel art, true pixel art, and just the warmth and the like. I really like the one with the plants. Yeah, like it's just it's wild, and it's just like picking the right colors, and like I'm so what is this doing? Let me do this because it's actually important. Yeah. Shoot. But that's pixel art. So looks like something maybe Procreate or like Adobe, like digital art. That's pixel art, and when you get into it, it's just like the colors are so perfectly chosen. Just realized it's not really. Okay, let me just zoom it. Zoom pixels. They're like, oh, what happened? Like it's just so so impressive. And it's Ultimate Pixel Crew. That's how you find it. And I just stumbled into this when I was trying to look up and the animations are just absolutely so warming, and like warm and like, and the cool ones like wow, right? Ooh, I'm sorry, this tripod arm thing is but the colors are just so insanely surreal. I want to master colors because if you know colors, you could create anything out of anything. by knowing what colors to use where. And like if something's a color, like where is it, like this, the highlights and the shadows and the cool shadows, and then when you look at it, it's like a totally different color. It's not green at all. It'll be like, it's just so nifty. I really, really enjoy it. And I've always drawn and just engaged in any form of arts and crafts, really. And however, I've never had like any classes or anything that like brought understanding to the whys, and so I'm really trying to put an effort into that because I want to be able to efficiently draw what I think and see, even if just for a sketchbook for me. Is there a way I could put... I'll just show you. I know this has been done like 15,000 times, but I did make a quick sketch just to keep my mind focused, and I just made it as simple as possible. Something I thought that I could. Let's see. Holy trucks. But it's just a milk bar, and I'm going to try this before I move on from that. But these are really affordable, especially if you find them online, but fantastic. I really needed isometric grid paper. I had graph paper, however, I just couldn't keep my lines. Ooh, what is the degree again? Is it 30 degrees? Oh no! I wasn't supposed to forget that. I wrote it down. But, so thank you, dungeon designers, for having the best possible, and it's just isometric lines, no, and here's some just practice, and this is just using straight lines, and you could imagine just keep going and coloring it in, and you know, but legit little, like block city, like do primary colors or something funky, but, and then there's the test tube that I ended up making, right? These are just quick sketches, like, not even sketches, but... Same thing here, the first page. And it just took 2 seconds just to see how simple it would be to... and it is. It's very, 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 very satisfying. And that's all I did in it thus far, because once the spring came and I wasn't freezing anymore, I kind of put it instantly outdoors. See what I mean? I just can't, like... And I use a spray, and I do like to track progress sometimes, so shoot. I should just flip the phone around because it doesn't go. So here we go. This is what I meant by the Pico 8. Alright, let me put this down. Alright. So I took this, which was gonna be just like, okay, let me not stand on my toes because this thing is gonna go all over the place. And there's giant shells in the way right now. So, alright. I'm sorry if this makes making anyone dizzy. It would make me dizzy. So the claw machine just took that, and then there's this little trick which I'll show today or tonight, that you just go down 2 pixels and then select a row. So you go over 2 pixels, select a row, move down 1 pixel, and that makes it isometric, at least that like line, and then you just add your those. And why is this such a... okay. And this, I have no idea what I'm doing. And managed to make a quaint little claw machine, which going to make pins out of this. let's see, edit that. I don't like that shadow, so I add a different shadow. The claw isn't the best, but I added a shade there and then changed the font, or where the thing is. And I started this, but I haven't finished it. It was gonna be a snack machine, but it isn't really coming out. And this is a donut van. Code Lock's grandfather in Scotland. Code Lock is from Stirling, Scotland, and his grandfather had a van back in the day called Dinky Donuts. So this isn't the Dinky Donuts van yet, but this is like maybe the van that like provides the but as you can see, just little lines like right here. I totally forgot to add a cabin. Like where do the people go? So I just stretched that out a little bit. I have no idea what I'm doing, and it just like you can't spell pixels. If you don't have to worry about eraser marks, so you could try it over and over again. You could copy and paste. It's such a brilliant mode of dabbling in creativity, honestly, and creation. And it just slowly turns into a freaking ice cream truck. And if you do make any pixel art, feel free to send it, because it'll go in KYNTO. KYNTO is built to become quite a community, as that's I think really important right now. Real people, not all this weird, just everything feels weird. And like individuals are getting like, I think, like trampled almost. Because where does the individual fit in all these group think and group politics? Anyway, I am an individualist. Every individual is beautiful. Donut. And I did try to make this isometric, and I have an animation, I think, but I just couldn't get it. So where am I? Let's see. I wish I could stream from this on the KYNTO stream. Okay, it's not that good. Yeah! I have a few animations too. Oh, this is getting awkward to hold. Maybe I should just like hold the phone to the. Okay, that's probably better. Let's see. Wood amateur pixel art. So here's like all the sprites that I've made this far. I didn't make these, but I just used them to. These were for a game, but I realized I could also use this very easy cushions. And tried to make bobbing for apples, a bag of marbles. I'm not very good at perspective yet, like, so everything is very random sizes, but in KYNTO you could change those sizes. This is actually the Christmas tree from this year. I tried to make it exact, and I tried to make it very small, because it was very small. And this is just an accidental creation, but doesn't it look like a double door shade? Code Lock wanted a cube world, so I tried my best. And you can see the little color. Some art. I made all the art isometric also, so it could be hung on walls. And these are from like a textbook I was working through. Yeah, thank you. Anything I'll try to make. And because I really never know what to choose. But I also need to like make sure I write it down. I have a notebook up here that's just for like stream stuff, like any recommendations, stuff like that. Oh yeah, and Polaroids I thought were a neat idea, because maybe in the future, you could take a certain pixel by certain pixel or a picture in KYNTO, square picture, and then it does that thing that you go down 2 pixels or over 2 pixels and then down 1 pixel. Like maybe like code could be used. Yeah, spider. And these are the spiders here, actually. Next time I see one, I'll be sure to film. And then it'll automatically format it to the Polaroid, and you could put this on the wall. But for now, I could add anything manually. It might not be, like Da Vinci level pixel art, but I really enjoy it. Like, I love these bottles, and really trying to. It's nostalgic for me, yes, but I don't have the most experience, so I'm looking so much closer. And I can't wait. Code Lock has gotten this CRT. Code Lock, finally. What is that CRT? Can you say what that CRT is? Because pixel art was made, right, for CRTs? Or not CRT, but you know what I mean? Like, you weren't meant to see the squares. And I'm so excited to see it on that. Like, it's gonna be such a trip to see, like, KYNTO in the rooms without the pixels. It will be like, just like a cartoon. Just random stuff. A lot of practice. Not like a lot of practice for this perfection. This isn't perfection. I just mean, like, there's a bunch of, like, repetitious stuff, because I'm just trying anything, and I have to make badges. Like, badges to show when you're live. Badges to show. This is one thing, honestly. I don't like to toot my own horn a lot. I mean, maybe I do. I don't think I do. But I really like how this came out. And all it is and I use transparent. I really like how it came out. Same thing with the green one. When you zoom out, it's just art. And that could go in anything. And this could be put on its side and used as a, what are those things? Like lasers that you have to, like, wait until the lasers turn off for you to proceed. And see, like, that weird little ornament, I just turned into anything, just dabbling. And these are actually my mom's drawings. She drew these doodles with colored pencil, and I scanned them in the computer and traced them. And I'm very much an amateur, I have no idea what I'm doing. And you see, there's like a whole creative revolution happening. People, I feel like, that probably never would have seen themselves engaging in crafts. Like, I've been seeing so many people crochet, like, the clothing of their dreams and, like, the creations of their dreams. And not just crochet, everything. I think there's a certain, like, because I really do think we're creative, like, not, like, we're designed to, like, want to build something, make something, create something, use our hands. And I see a lot of crafts making a huge comeback, which they do every few decades. I started working at a vintage store when I was 13, and the reason why I bring that up is I really like paying attention to trends. There's this saying that if you see the hemlines getting shorter, there's a recession coming. Stuff like that. There's, like, a lot of information encoded in the darndest places. And, like, even, like, every decade, like, people in commercials dress different. There's just a lot of stuff that, like, is worth paying a little closer attention to. Like, even if you have no interest in style or anything, knowing, like, what the stuff is, or, like, what it's inspired by, oftentimes is also, this is from KYNTO, is also very fascinating. Like, it all, like, stems from something, has, like, dripping in history. It's wild. I do also like this moon. And I want, so cross stitch is very similar to pixel art. Same thing with anything that you're working on a grid. Beadwork, like loom beadwork. I think I have an example here. Nope, not. I did a bunch of reorganized shelves. I threw a bunch of stuff in here now. It's not organized. Oh yeah, perfect example though is perler beads, and these are from Walgreens. So I think they put them back here. Yeah, because it was forever ago. I made a loom. I have the loom somewhere. It's just a very crude piece of wood with nails driven into it, because you can make a loom out of anything. And I keep meaning to find a big piece of wood because I want to make a beach blanket with just any scraps of fabric and stuff I can find, because it's just a grid. And this I tried to make plaid, but you can see you can easily make pixel art in this. I wish I had a better example, but I don't think I really attempted yet to make pictures. But here's definitely a good example, because these are very attainable. And like Walgreens, I think it's like $10 for the box, but once it was on sale for I forgot how much, but it was very, very cheap. And it had a big bucket. I like the pin. And you could actually press them longer and get nice pixel, real like pixel art looking. There's actually some like master artists of perler beads. I see them as fantastic creations. I did snap this one, but this one is a little logo that I was working on for. I wanted to build a world for KYNTO of plushies. Sounds silly, but you know, here we have Disney World, Mickey Mouse, like characters that we put on products, and then we buy the products and stuff like that. Not all of us, I just mean that's just like a thing. So I wanted to make that like for KYNTO, and I'm always like spilling stuff, so please don't judge. Alright, so I think it would be I tried some, and the reason why I did some 8-bit stuff is because you never know when you're gonna need any 8-bit stuff. Oh yeah, see, this is very easy, and it's in KYNTO now. Oh, that's just the sheet. But there's a stone that could go up and down so you could block passages. Let me just close the minutes. Oh yeah, there's the fence. And you can see it's just very simple pixel lines. But the colors, I'm slowly getting better at the colors. Like this highlight should probably be like here too, right? Because this is, oh my god, I'm an idiot. Look, if that, oh wait, no, I'm not. Because, this is what I get so lost with. So I'm just pretending that the sun's coming over here. And I'm such an amateur, I really don't even put this much, like, thought into the lighting for now. My main focus is just, like, getting proportions and, like, getting to be where I can make little simple objects. And just like if I'm drawing with a pencil or something, you know, familiar. And so it's coming here, and it's hitting these sides of the pose. So that's like a little rounded, right? So it should be here. That's the highlight, maybe like here for sure. I guess I no better time than the present. Just see what it would look like. No. No. Oh, whoops. No. I think I have to make a different color. But anyway, that's getting off track. So see, I should tried some other stuff. And this is the patterns one. Yeah, anytime I accidentally make a pattern, I'm just messing around to save it here. It's just squares. I forgot what. Oh, is this the VGH color palette? Gonna have to check that, but I really like it. I wish I could, I don't know. I've heard that. A silk scarf. And just, you know, messing around. This reminds me of the old wallpapers. And, you know, like experience, because it's just lines and just pixels and highlights and shadows. And this is just that one bar of white from afar makes it look like, you know, textured. And just really need to buckle down and oh my god. This actually I made accidentally. I was trying to follow along to a Brandon James Greer video and like not follow along but like make like the bowl of ramen with the stuff, but I really liked how the noodles, the waves looked, and I was like, oh, I have to learn how to do that because that's not only ramen noodles, that could be water, like maybe less curl or whatever, or it could be hair, like, so I really wanted to get this like ribbon action down, or ribbons, also ribbons. Because I realized like, oh, it's just bars. And plaid is a treat and a half to make. It's so satisfying because you just make a little grid any which way. I kept it simple, just all the same colors. And then when you turn this into a brush, which is also very easy, let's see if I can remember how to do. You just select that. Oops. You select all that. Oh wait, you don't copy that. And then I need to clean my computer. I'm so self-conscious. I have like coffee everywhere. I cannot stress enough. This is a chaos station. So we need a brush. I forgot how to do this. Oh no. Oh yeah, it's new brush, new brush, and this is under edit, new brush. Yeah. Look at that! Ah, reminds me of kids' pics, right? Remember kids' pics? I have to bring that up right now. At this very second. I think it's kids. Yeah, kid pics. Do you remember this? So, let's see. I don't remember much. Oh, interesting. Take a block of stuff. A bunch of different patterns. Big boy brush. Oh yeah, and then the, and then you go to the eraser. And remember these. This is where I feel like will be some form of nostalgia. The dynamite or explosive. What the heck? What's happening? Oh yeah. So let's get right. Oh, I love this so much. This is actually very perfect for some inspiration. Isn't that gorgeous? Like, so, what? Ow. Can't suit. Oh, I don't feel like figuring it out right yet. Look at that. Just pixels. It's actually cool, like, effect that I could replicate. And, a screenshot. Because I was gonna show in just a second here. This is why I need like a, like, I want like a group of people people that, like, on KYNTO, like, streaming, so it's, like, more, like, just, you know, life, and I don't think a lot of people are gonna be, I mean, going out, yeah, like, so, like, nature preserves and art galleries, stuff like that, like, I don't think, like, nightlife is gonna be back at full swing anytime soon. People are just suffering too much, and I think, having a group of, like, or a place where people are just, like, randomly sharing interesting things, because, like, a lot of times they'll be streamed, and, you know what, I need to say it, because it might sound a little delusional, but I think every human has, like, just the best things inside of them possible. And adding stuff to the internet to me is like adding stuff to the Akashic record of sorts. Yeah, we're not engraving it in stone, but like so many things, like like people have shown me stuff that like I adopted out of nowhere, and I'm so thankful for like either somebody playing a song at a certain time, like what is that song, and like it becoming a song I listen to daily, or a craft or anything. And same thing on this end, like people like in my life where I've either been making jewelry where they come over and I take the time to show them how, and then they just start making jewelry, and that's just the example of jewelry, but that's like with everything. And like we learn everything we know from someone. It's not just one person, it's like the collective of just humankind itself. Like we wouldn't exist as right now, like without just like such specific stuff, and it's so eerie to think about, but I think about it often, and that's why I always listen to, you know, even if I'm just hanging around town, I really value random conversations, because you never know what untold wisdoms are hiding, just like in a random chance encounter, or even, you know, not like saying spy on people, but like even overhearing like some valuable wisdom. It's just, the world is very interactive, and I never really thought about any of this until recently. Like, you know, I always kind of pay a lot of attention to like little things. Not all little things. That's physically impossible. But like, I appreciate talking to people who also pay attention to the little things, because it feels like right. And am I like I say humans to me because like that's what I am. Like that's all I know. Or like, what is the point? Like everybody asks that, and like some people have their own answers, or regardless. There's, it's just so intense, and like we're data feeders, and it's almost as if we're made to produce every possibility possible and create every combination and stuff like that. Like we mix the darndest stuff. And yeah, I get chimps are beginning to spearfish, however, like, are definitely different, and the amount of possibilities, and then the amount of possibilities in nature itself, like not just us and our individual features, as well as thoughts, opinions, and drives, but also just like plants. If you get into eating plants, for instance, you'll notice that some plants have the same leaves with different flowers. Some plants have different flowers and different everything, but they have the exact same flower. Like you can't even tell a flower apart. It's just like every possibility and combination is just happening at all times. And I think that's like what everything boils down to in a way. We're just running every possibility. And this is Ochi. I'm trying to make characters for Toyosha, so she's a barbarian that crash landed on a tropical island, hence the sunburn, and she now hunts for fresh fruit. And I wanted to make a character that had like this coloring, like the pink eyes, like a rabbit. I've always loved the eyes of white rabbits and white mice. That pinkish red eye is just so, and I wanted to try to do that. And it's just so, the simplest, just very simple. Just bars of color. And I'm slowly getting, like, I don't know. This is actually from an embroidery pattern. So that's what I mean by crafts and, oh yeah, so, okay, so here's her here. But this is her tiny version. And I have other tiny versions. I've been working through books kind of like, well, kind of took a little bit of a break, but kind of like textbooks just as you would. And so I tried to practice with these little characters. And some are like very similar to what was in the textbook, but like then when I go to practice, like that one was pretty much the lesson. I'm trying to figure out like how to just jump right into it, because as you can see, nothing is consistent at all. Oh, there's Ochi also. It's a very small piece, but nothing is consistent at all. So I do like the eclectic, and like everything is from a different reality, just like, you know, maybe that's almost more realistic. But I do want to make some cohesive things, because there's a few little storylines that I have in my mind that I really want to use pixel art and just use this for animation. And so if anybody is like here for that, KYNTO is, I really want to host like vocal discussions with as many people as can clamor into a room, which is infinite, but anyway, it is very hot in here. So I think I'm gonna start breaking my streams up into 2 like separate hour streams instead of 2 hours, because I always ramble into an abyss and I'm dying at this point. It's my belt. My belt doesn't help. Helps to keep your good posture though, because sometimes between like so much chair sitting, I do hunch a little bit. And like when I'm in a chair, I could just feel it, and then I go to cross like all day, and then I have to lay flat on the bed. So yeah, it's actually utilitarian. So I was like, yeah, expandable. So instead of having to stab more holes into a belt, you just have to untie it a little bit, and you can see it's so hot. But they make like real leather ones that'll last forever. That's my goal, to have a real leather one, because you can wear it with every outfit. And I usually kind of filter through clothes because clothes don't last very long. However, my only goal right now as far as clothing is to find the most utilitarian, versatile, and beautiful. I really like silk. Silk is a perfect fabric in my opinion. South Florida, perfect fabric. And there's that rayon, I think it was, and linen, of course. But I'm always squatting in weird ways, so it always gets like not desirable wrinkles on it, because they say linen is supposed to be wrinkly, not wrinkly, but try to get better lighting because it's very hot. And I look like a house. Something just like so nerves. Not like aware enough to have like really good lighting. remember to set it up in advance, but I'm aware enough to like feel to feel off at all times because I'm always thinking about it. But anyway, I'm gonna get some fresh air. So it's not very hot in here, so I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day. And I'm gonna be on in a few hours, so probably actually should. Well, it's gonna be like 8. Gonna get some more food in the stomach. The stew came out incredible, and you add the potato because the starch, it thickens the broth a little bit. Oh, I forgot to. Oop. I changed the light bulbs and I forgot to put the glass thing on. Let's see. With a bunch of beads in it. Anyway. I'm trying to because every time I try to read the comments, I awkwardly stare down into it, and so I try to just someone. What is a bussy? I've heard that somewhere. Azalea Banks. I think she has a soap called Bussy Boy. This is I have to look up what that means. Because I honestly thought it meant bus boy, in her context. Azalea Banks is one of the most interesting humans that I've come across. I don't know why. And I really like her product. She actually has a skirt. She has a new company called Cheapy XOXO, I think, or Cheapy XO. I don't know how it's pronounced, honestly. I think it's Cheapy. But anyway, she has this skirt. It's actually quite cute too, and it has the name of her brands in pixel art, rainbow pixel art. I thought that was brilliant. Oh, I got a kick out of it. Her products are really, if you know who she is, because of I don't really pay attention to many celebrities, and I don't listen to much modern music. I just don't know of any of it much at all. And there's few people though that you have no choice but to know who they are. And the height of Azalea Banks is controversy of the chickens, the sacrificing of the chickens in the closet. That's when I discovered her, and I was like, oh, what a hoot. And yeah, I've just been paying attention to her ever since. And I always like her products. They're always sold out, so I never have attempted to get anything. And I've never seen the dolls on eBay or anything. It's so interesting to me. It's one of the only celebrity things that I'm just huh. I don't know why. Because she seems to be a real human being. She has no filter at all. And in a world like this, there's nothing more beautiful than a human without a filter, in my humble opinion. Speaking of that, rest in peace, Gonzalo Lear. I still can't believe he died. So much has happened in the last few years. All I did was opinions. Can't get over that. But I just hope it doesn't continue on this dystopian path of everything's monitored. Earlier today I saw a lady in Silicon Valley scan her 2 groceries with her hands, which I know we all know of the RFID chips. That's been in the talks for a long time, and 10 years ago everyone was called batshit crazy, conspiracy theory, sci-fi, and then and I don't want to say Sweden because I'm not 100% sure. I know it was somewhere where the future was already there, and they were scanning their locks for their door, and I can't remember if they were paying for groceries yet or if it was just house stuff, unlocking things. And yeah, so it's just wild. Again, I already knew that, but it's just wild. I would rather sounds nuts. I would rather always be talking about these wild conspiracies. Not like them like actually happening like in our lifetime. Like it seems like just yesterday. Like, and I don't want to sound nuts or anything. It's just like the reality, and like stuff like this, like huge societal shifts, I'm sure, are in the works for decades and decades, and then they slowly start, you know, and I just don't know what to expect at all. So that's another reason why KYNTO is invaluable, because right here I can't really discuss anything, because it's kind of hard to get or to keep up with, and it's not that like it's hard to keep up, it's just there's something about just more of a social setting, and KYNTO is like literally in between just like a phone call and just basically basic chatting, because I don't know, you'll see tonight if anybody is around tonight and sees the live. It should be on KYNTO, and we'll be able to demonstrate exactly how it works, because it's kind of like almost like a one size fits all type of thing, but it's not one size, it's adjustable. Like being one size and all sizes, I think is really different, and I'm really proud of it. Like I had no way to absolutely no way to like expect my life to be tied to tech in any way, because I am like popsicle sticks and glue, beach, and like tie-dyed shit. No, it's not quite that extensive. I did try to dabble in Python, however, I fried my computer, and so case in point. However, and like same thing with like, because he's dabbled in watercolors, painting, and a few other things, and pixel art, and there's a pixel art generator now, and KYNTO, like small pixel grid for now. However, it's just never ending. It's constantly changing, and it's a handmade. It's like a living craft. It's really cool. None of my crafts like you could build stuff in, like yeah. It's a trip, and I'm slowly like really trying to pay more attention to exactly how to describe it, because it's not anything that I know and I'm familiar with. And I really like Hello Kitty World too, and it's kind of almost reminds me of that in a weird way, but you could actually like talk to people, because Hello Kitty World 2 is for children. I just happened to download it to try to get isometric art as like something just as a common understanding in my like mind, and you know, Sanrio, you can't go wrong. This stuff is just so darn cute, and I really enjoyed it. Maybe I need reminders, like a calendar or something, because that's a stream I really want to do, because YouTube lets you stream and screencast, which I know you could do it in KYNTO. However, it's just that for the ease, you could do it at any time, and a little camera face so you can move it around, and could do Hello Kitty World 2. And I really want to do that. I don't think like a bit copyright. I don't know. And any time I try to figure it out, it's just like no. But then I don't understand how and like how you would get around that no, and why it would be everywhere. Like how do you do that? Like it has music. I didn't know there was shit. The tent is open. No. Oh god. I'll be totally honest. legs are like paralyzed. God. I don't like lightning one bit. Out here there's no lightning rods or big buildings, so they actually make contact with the ground all the time. Also, let me get this. Out here in the swamps is very, very many mosquitoes, and during the summer it's very hot. During the winter it's very cold, and so that's paradise for real. Really gonna try to put yeah. It's just once I went out and it's like the edge of the storm like this, and it like hit the it was raining. It was a little way wetter on the ground, but it hit the neighbor. Holy shit! Hit the neighbor's yard. Oh, nice lapis. I found this. I forgot about it. Hit the neighbor's yard, and my body felt like it was vibrating for like over a week, and it sucked. And did not realize that. But I mean, a lot of people end up going, unfortunately, from lightning. Lightning is just so common, especially during the wet season. Life-changing bolts that make you realize you ain't shite. Like the biggest bolts known to mankind. I don't know about that, but really intense. And storm season, I don't know what I was doing last year, the year before, because I looked and like I've been posting little videos for a while now, but I don't know why I don't have much storm coverage. I can't. It couldn't have possibly been a drought that bad. Shit. Copyrighted material. Anyway, I'm gonna use this moment to. I can't find any clothes out here because there's no yard sales or thrift stores, and I can't, for the life of me, shop online because, like, not for new stuff, because the fabrics are always like plastic feeling, and it's expensive. Like, I know, call me cheap or whatever, $20 for like one shirt or one skirt or one thing is like the cheapest possible thing I could find, like brand new. I could get like 5 things from a thrift store. Not every thrift store is Goodwill. Like, avoid Goodwill. Find your local thrift stores. And donate clothes to them. Go often. And like, get to know the people that own it. And like, if they all shut down, that really sucks. Because I know that like small ones don't last very long. I mean, even when I lived closer to town, there was definitely cycling thrift stores. But there's always more, and yard sales, because this stuff is so expensive and it doesn't last. It's just garbage objects, and it's so difficult to filter through all the shit to find quality. And it'll be like, you look up shovel, it'll be a million shovel listings, and maybe one has like a few honest reviews, or maybe one has a few good reviews that are like, I expected the worst, but you know, it's actually good, and stuff like that. I can't find a machete. I can't find what it was called. No, it's not a bill hook, and clothes that are quality and you're not sweating in. Because check this out also, cargo shorts, cargo pants, like adventure pants. I could get adventure pants all day on Amazon, what have you, eBay. Like, eBay, way better luck getting quality. Amazon, I'll focus on. Amazon, it's gonna be plastic, the worst fabric possible. But if you know the brands of the actual, like, rugged wear and, like, outdoors clothes, you can always find it on eBay for a fraction of the cost, because stuff that's actually made for outdoors and with strategic fabrics and engineered clothes, really, you're paying, it's going to be quite pricey, which is fine if it lasts, but you know, I don't think anybody has much for that. And, but I am trying to find the brands for rugged wear, because I'm just so sick of stuff that's like, oh, my point was Amazon will sell you $20 cargo pants, but they're just designed to look like, you know, adventure pants or rugged wear or whatever. You know, if you try to climb something in them, they're gonna rip. You're gonna die sweating because they don't breathe. The new fabrics, they don't breathe. I have zero interest. I will more sooner attach scarves by way of safety pins than buy any brand new clothing. Unless, you know, it's been vetted by, like, fellow human beings. Ones that aren't paid to say, this is the greatest product, have a great day. Like, there'll be, like, 1,000 good reviews like that, and then it's just, like, one honest review with, like, a billhook or a machete just, like, crumpled in the strangest way you wouldn't even expect possible. Or, like, pliers just broken, and, like, a weird grainy material inside. Everything is just, I hate fake stuff so much. You know, I'm not talking about tits. I'm talking about, like, fake things that are made to, like, look like like a tool, and it just breaks as soon as you use it. Like that, and you can, like, not everyone could go back to the store and return it. And on Amazon, they make it so difficult to return things. So, I bet people rarely do. And I can't stop wondering how much of their profit is just people not being able to return stuff or wanting to deal with it. I know, obviously, it's not all that, but I bet that's, like, a lot. That's it. Yeah. To get my desk back. My mom did this. That beautiful garbage can. Wow. That's where I usually am staying. Yeah. Okay, I've reached the point of delirium. Please have a beautiful few hours, because I'm gonna be right back if anybody is, you know, wanting to anything really, because, like, it's just a perfect, like, platform for discussion. It's always a little difficult to start a fire, but when you start that first fire and you start building an understanding of what you're doing and why it's working, then you could always have warmth and an ability to cook. So please do feel free to stop by, and always more than welcome. If you want any pixel art, it gives me something to focus on, because right now I've just been creatively a wreck, like hot toddy. Holy chucks. Anyway, love y'all. Have a beautiful. Oh God, I'm not gonna do all that again. I just need this, you know. I just need someone to be like, shut the fuck up, just like turn it off. You said bye. Because I don't know why. Alright.